Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Automation Hub Sarthak. And in today's video, it is going to be a very small video. We will be learning about a very common mistake which newcomers, new learners in automation, they basically do using the @test annotation, especially in TestNG. I have received a lot of mails from my students saying, sir, this is not working. Sometimes it is working, but I'm receiving a lot of errors. What is going on and all that. So we will see what this error is. I will do that error and then we will see what workaround we can do and why not to do this error. Okay, so let's go ahead. So this error mostly comes in a Maven project, not in a simple Java project. So basically in a Maven project. So let's say, for example, this is a Maven project we all are working on. So this is my SRC main Java. This is my SRC test Java. Generally, we write our test cases in SRC test Java. But for instance, the mistake what people do is newcomers do is they will create a package inside SRC main Java. So let's say I'll write execute test cases. This is the package that I've created. And inside this package, let's say, for example, I'll create a class for, let's say, Rediff. I'll open. And here, I'll just create a before method. Okay, I'll write my public web driver because I'm going to use @test annotation, so I'm not using main method. So I'll write public void open URL driver equal to new Chrome driver.manage.window.maximize driver.get Okay, now I'll create @test public void, click on sign in link. Okay, suppose this is the test case which I have to write. Okay, now I'll write driver dot find element by dot link text sign space in dot click. So how do I know this? Because I have been working with Rediff automation for a very long time. So what I did was, what your test case would do is just open this rediff.com and now click on sign in link, and then that's it. This is the thing that it should do because this is a link. How do I know? Just inspect this link. I mean, see, this is an anchor tag with SIGNIN and S is an uppercase. So that is, I used link text as the locator. That's it. So now what I'll do is I'll right click, run as TestNG test. So Chrome driver was started successfully, browser will open and it will click on this. It is happening in my laptop. Okay. Now, if you go to the output console, you will see that everything is fine. Even in SRC main Java, everything is fine. I created this, it is fine. Now go to my pom.xml. And if you see here, my TestNG is still using a test scope. Okay. But in many people's laptop, for whatever configuration or configurable reasons, if they try to do this, only the before method will open, the @test will not open, and a big error will show up in the output console. This will not execute. And they will do multiple things, but this will not work. See, the problem is, technically speaking, when you are using TestNG, the scope tag is really here within the SRC test Java source folder if you use test. So if you want to change this problem, see, in my system, it is working fine because mine is an advanced Maven project. I'm using archetypes and all that. My pom.xml is very strongly built. So somehow it is not giving me an issue and it is working fine. But some people who are doing a basic Maven project, a simple Maven project, they're not using archetypes. They're skipping the archetype and they are just copying the dependencies from mvnrepository.com. And obviously, by default, this will be in test mode, the scope. And then you save it. Sometimes it doesn't work. So the alternative for them is make this compile. Once you've done compile, save your thing, go to Maven, update project, post update of snapshot releases, and execute the code. And then this one should work absolutely fine. See, in my case, it will anyways work fine. But sometimes this issue causes a lot of headache in a lot of people's head. So to encounter this, you have to do that small change. You have to go to pom.xml file. You have to go to pom.xml file. You have to change in your TestNG dependency, whatever dependency I'm using, 6.14.3. People are using 7.7.1. I haven't tested in 7.7.1, but whatever it is, the scope will always be in test. Make it to compile, and then you can execute your @test in src main java and other source folders. But don't do this. I would not recommend. I'd still use test. Okay. And I would recommend you not to create your @test cases in your src main java. See, src main java is mostly for utility functions and different classes which have Java coding and utilities in it. Most of your @test is what? That is like the test annotation. This is where you write your test cases. So please write in src test Java. Otherwise, you'll have to do a lot of things. For some it will work, for some it will not work. For some version of Eclipse it will work, for some version of Eclipse it will not work. Then you will change a browser, change your different types of websites. Then you will change different form of dependencies. For some people it might work, for some people it might not work. For me it is working because I'm using an advanced Maven project and all that stuff. But for some it might not. So to avoid this headache, avoid this creation of packages inside src main java if you're writing test cases. Remember, at a framework level, src main java is mostly used for Java coding and utility functions. And in some cases, you can create packages and read from properties files and all that. And use your all basic, parent classes and all, which doesn't have much of automation code. It is mostly Java coding. So in that case, use src main java source folder. When you see that you are using @test, that becomes evident you are using @test. So go ahead and create everything in src test Java. So then you don't have to go to pom.xml and go to your TestNG and change all these scope to compile and all and do all that stuff. Not required. So I'll go ahead, copy this and put it inside my src test Java in case I want to write it, and then I'll delete this package from here. As simple as that. So that's it, guys. This is a very common mistake people make, and sometimes they get frustrated. This is a small workaround around of it, but no need to do that workaround. Don't write your test cases in src main Java, just your Java coding and utility classes and different utility functions in case. That should be it. All your test cases write in src test Java and you should be fine. Thank you so much. Sarthik here, signing off.